Hey, what's up guys? It's me again, back with a couple more SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z figures to review. And as you can see today, I will be having a look at the SH Figuarts Krillin, Earth's Strongest Man, and Frieza in his fourth form. And these two figures are re-releases. I don't know if there's anything different from these than the previous versions, because I do not own the previous versions. But there is the front of their box where you can see the figures and a lot of their accessories, not all of them. The sides of their packaging just has their names on there. The other side has a couple pictures of the figure. The back shows some of the different poses you can get with some of their different accessories. Not much going on the top. There is the bottom and the front again. So I'll take a second now and get them and all their accessories out of packaging so we can have a closer look at them. So there they are out of packaging, both standing right at about the same height, which is about 4.5 inches. So both pretty small characters. There they are with an SH Figuarts Goku, just for comparison. And he's got at least 1.5 inches on him. And for these guys' accessories, for Krillin, you do get his Destructo disc, which doubles as a little top. You get 3 different head sculpts. You get, and these pieces sticking out of his neck hole, I thought it was going to be some new type of way to interchange the head or something, but it's not. I guess it's just something to hold the head. But you get a bunch of different hands. You get some karate stance hands. You get some boob grabbing hands. Some I'm thinking really hard hands. These look like Destructo disc hands, but they're not. These are the Destructo disc hands. It has the little peg hole in it. And then probably my favorite of the bunch is actually this hand with the bag of sensu beans in it. I always liked the sensu beans in the show. Just thought that was a cool concept. And I want a bag of them. Be honest, I could use one right now. I'm getting old, my back hurts. And for Frieza's accessories, you do get a halo for when he's dead. And the only thing I don't like about the halo is the faces aren't interchangeable. It's the whole head. There's only one head that holds the halo, and it's the head that comes on him out of packaging, which is just a normal face sculpt, and it has a big hole in the top of the head. Not that big of a deal, I don't guess, but would have been nice if they just made the face plates interchangeable. You get several different hands. You get these just regular high-fiving hands. You get these over-enthusiastic high-fiving hands. You get these he done it hands. These things are painted really well too with his goth fingernails. And they actually have a little blue shading in the palm. You get the arms crossed piece like we've seen before. And you get some extra feet with curled up toes. I don't know why it weirds me out a little bit, but it does. Again, good sculpt and paint on them though. Now we'll have a look at the actual figures themselves. Start with Krillin here. Got those dots up his head. I never was sure what those dots were about. You know, as far as a face sculpt and expressions, it's fairly simple, but they did a good job with it. You got that orange and blue gi they always wore, looking pretty good. There's that symbol on the back. There's his butt, back of his knees. The back of the knees on these figures, a lot of times there's just a lot going on there. And on his articulation, the head is on this big bucket thing here. But he'll look up about that far. He looks down really good. Arms will go up nice and high. They'll spin all the way around, no problem. This sleeve is actually a floating piece in there. It will butterfly forward and back as well. You get true upper bicep swivel. Nice bend at that elbow. Wrists are pegged in and on a hinge. He has a good crunch at the midsection. He'll go back that far. He'll go forward that far. It will swivel at the waist. Legs will kick forward nice and high. They go back about that far. They do eventually get caught on his Krillin ass. You have a swivel at the upper thigh. Nice bend at the knee, which my knee did just fall apart when I bent it. I'll probably just go ahead and throw a little bit of glue on that, put it back in there. Don't see any reason I would need that off of there. Feet will hinge back that far. They'll hinge up that far. It will pivot as well, and you do have toe articulation. You can straight up break his toes. Now for a look at the fourth form Frieza. Again, really nice job on the paint. All that metallic purple is done really well on there. And look at his knees. His knees look a lot better than KRILLIN's. There's like, you know, just a basic little hinge in there. KRILLIN's, it looked like it was 47 pieces in there. Again, as far as the design of a character, pretty simple, but really cool. You know, it's just like white and purple. You do have some like blue shading here and there on him. It gives it a nice effect. And his face is painted really good. He has white eyes with red pupils. And these lines down his face kind of make him look like he's been crying. And looking at his eyes made me wonder why his eyes are flesh colored, but whatever. There's the back. You got some nice muscle definition back there. More of that purple. And on Frieza's articulation, he will look up that high, looks down really good as well. You get a little bit of pivot on that head. It will rotate. His arms go up really high. I guess where there's no sleeves or anything there to hinder that. They'll go around no problem. He also has upper bicep swivel. Very good bend at that elbow. He can flex it. His wrists are also pegged in and on a hinge. He has a cut at the midsection and again at the waist. So using those together, he can crunch forward really far. Back really good as well. And this fingernail he has on his chest, it moves with the articulation. You can kind of push it in when you go back. Can rotate at the waist there as well. He kicks forward nice and high. I know in some of those promo shots, they got him way, way up there. You got to kind of twist it out a little bit to do that. But yeah, he can do the high kicks. Frieza don't have much of an ass. It's pretty much goes to right to tail. So he can get that leg back nice and far. Good bend at that knee. And his tail is articulated as well. You got a peg on each side and it is on a hinge. So you can move it just about any way you want. The only problem with that tail is it weighs about as much as the figure. So you kind of got to lean that figure forward pretty heavy just to compensate for that tail's weight. Feet will move back like way, way far. He's pointing straight down with them. They also hinge forward pretty decent. And they will pivot really well. So that's all for Frieza 2. Now I will pose these guys up so we can wrap this review up. Alright, so there they are posed up. KRILLIN getting ready to hit him with that Destructo disc. Frieza saying, bring it bro, shit's weak, you got nothing on me. I guess you'll just have to stay tuned for the conclusion of that fight next time on Dragon Ball Z. But if you missed the original release on these guys and didn't want to buy them at those aftermarket prices, now's the time to get them. They just released very nice additions to the Dragon Ball Z collection. Really some must-haves for the Dragon Ball Z collection. I mean, you can't not have a Frieza or a KRILLIN, really. At least that's my justification for buying them. Plus, they are nicely done. Pretty cool figures. Not real expensive either, which is always a big plus right now. But that is all I have for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and review. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye for now. Oh snap, he threw it. Told you shit's weak. Wait a minute, what is it? Oh damn it.